begin the chanting 3 ohms, and then we'll chant Sahana Bhavatu one time, and then I'll chant the healing mantra. So let's inhale. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryangkaravavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ayurdehi Pranandehi Apanandehi Vyanandehi Chakshurdehi Shrotrandehi Manodehi Vachandehi Atmanandehi Pratishtandehi Atmanandehi Maidehi. Join me with Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You could just bow your forehead in and then listen to the meaning of the mantra. May my prana values be nourished. May my sight and hearing be nourished. May my speech and mind be nourished. May my soul be nourished, and may I rest in that nourishment. And then may everyone be nourished. Okay, let's rub our palms together. Good, place the hands over the eyes. And then have a nice long inhale. And gently blink your eyes a few times and release your hands out, and just softly gaze down at your palms just for a few breaths, a couple of breaths, 2 to 3 breaths. Just resting your eyes on something peaceful, innocuous, still. The chakras come from what is known as a Tantra yoga, and Hatha yoga is a tantric practice. Tantra is a practice of yoga that connects to energy and the transmutation of energy. It's an esoteric practice generally, and it uses a lot of visualization and different types of meditations, a lot of chanting. Also, the visualization of what are called yantras, or these are geometric patterns that the practitioner focuses on, and they represent different layers of consciousness. So it's very esoteric, it's quite deep, and from a basic standpoint, the chakra practice emerges from this. And we know that chakras, many of you probably have heard of it. Some people say chakras, and that is a sort of different pronunciation. It has a slightly different meaning. In the Indian sense, it is a chakra, and chakra, it symbolizes and means actually a wheel. So it's a wheel of energy. And chakras are also symbolically related to the lotus flower. Okay, and the lotus flower also is a symbol of the awakening of one's consciousness. So the symbol of the lotus is grows from the mud. So it starts in what would be representation of delusion, clouded thinking, a muddy mind. and then it comes up out of the mud and it pierces through the muddy water and it comes up and then it opens up, and that opening of the flower represents the opening of our consciousness, and the stem of the lotus represents our spine. Okay, so the energy that is coming up through the spine is tracked through these wheels that are known as chakras, and these are understood as energy centers that align along the spine. So this is a very basic system. There are more systems. There's some, you'll find some chakra systems are 6, some are 9, some are more. And basically, this is the most common that you'll find, and it's been adopted in other systems such as Reiki, and people do chakra healing, and bowl ceremonies, and all of that. And traditionally in yoga, where the chakras are connected to the elements and moving beyond the elemental realm, so beyond the physical realm that the 5 elements represent. And we start out with the heaviest energy at the base of the spine, and then we move our awareness up, and you can see there are different colors. This is more of a modern interpretation of the chakras. And the chakras also, you can connect to them through sounds. They have different seed syllables coming up. So you can see that the base, the root chakra is known as Muladhara, and it's called the root chakra. And this is represented by primal energy. And we always start here. It's said that our conscious awareness lies dormant, so it's asleep at the root of the trunk. And then we have the sacral chakra, which is called the Svadhyaya, and it's basically around the reproductive organs. It's connected to water. The root chakra is connected to the earth, so we move to the 5 elements. The central plexus is known as the Manipura, and this is the solar plexus, and it's at the seat of our digestion. It's represented by the fire element. As we move higher in our awareness, so these 3 lower chakras represent our basic functions and needs. So we need to feel safe, we need to procreate and have sex, and then we need to eat. And we need to digest nutrients and water and air, that sort of we take in, we process this elemental energy. So these 3 lower chakras represent kind of just basic consciousness, and when we start to emerge and come to this part, it's called the anahata, or the heart chakra. This is where it is said that our consciousness symbolically changes, and then it may, matter of fact, also change. So when you start to have an awakening in this model, it starts to transition between the fire at the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And then from there, we start to move up to more and more subtle energies, because here, this is the air element, and then we come here at the throat, and this is represented as the space element. And this is called the Vishuddha chakra. This is the throat chakra. And this is where we cleanse our speech. And we cleanse the way that we express ourselves. And we learn how to, speak in a melodious, truthful manner, a manner that is supposedly not harsh, but also truthful, which is really hard to do, right? And then from there, the awakening comes even further, and that's why a lot of meditations are placed with our awareness, our gaze at what's called the Ajna chakra, or the 3rd eye chakra. And in many yoga traditions, create quite a focus at this point. And this is where it's said that the intuitive faculties come in, and also the higher wisdom. So you can spend time, practicing and focusing here. We did the Tarataka yesterday. We placed the image of the flame right there at the center of the eyebrows, and our practice was short. So, but if you do it over longer periods of time, and for maybe you pick a 40-day practice, you will notice that you may have certain kind of visions. You may see colors. It's very common, certain types of colors, and you'll notice that this color here, this sort of indigo, is a color that you may see. You may see white too. And I say that only because that's what has been my experience, and it's been also expressed in some of the texts. So the element here is that we're moving out of the restraints of the 5 elements. So metaphorically, we've cleansed through these different elemental aspects, and then we move up to this higher state of wisdom, and we're capable of observing and watching and resting in the self that isn't so conditioned. And then so in this model, then the awareness rises even higher up into what's the crown, or the Sahasrara chakra, and this represents the culmination of the lotus. So you can see here behind her is an illustration of a lotus flower, and this represents the total expansion of our consciousness, where we merge into what's called supreme consciousness. We're not so consumed with ourself and with the small stuff. And this represents the sound of Om. And there are just sounds that represent each of these, and we will chant those today. Okay, so this is a model of meditation, a sound meditation, also visualization of the elements. And when it gets even, it can go even higher. You can take your awareness actually above the crown chakra, place your awareness what is said to be 12 finger width above, and you connect with the cosmic consciousness. So it is very esoteric, and it's not for everyone. But if you have an imagination, and you like to visualize, and you like to really tap into expansion of your mind, expansion into space, into the cosmos, like into outer space, this is a great practice if that's something that it is attractive to you. And in here are just some basic descriptions of the placement of these chakras. The chakras are said to be in the subtle body, not necessarily the physical body, but it's hard for us to grasp the physical body. So over time, there has been identification to place it in certain areas of the body, and some of the mapping will, it doesn't totally work, but some of the mapping does align with our anatomy and physiology, right? So we have certain glandular systems that align with these different chakras as well. So that takes a little bit of the stretch of the imagination, but it is there as well. And so you can see here that they represent different elements, and here are the sounds that we will play with: lam, bum, ram, yum, hum, kasham, and then om. And here are some representations of yantras. These are more artistic in rendering, but you can see here that you can also pick these images and meditate on them if you're a visual person. So you can meditate on the colors and the design and the strokes. So let's go ahead and begin our physical practice. We will bring in the chakra meditation into class. Okay, just take a breath here. Inhale. And then gently exhale. Good, and then from here, let's come up and just place our blocks underneath our upper chest. If you don't have blocks, you can also use a blanket and roll it into underneath your chest. Otherwise, we're going to roll back. So you may have been sitting today, working. Let's counterpose the spine a little bit. Good. Reach the arms to the side. And we're going to inhale into the belly. Exhale all the way out. And let's inhale to the belly again. Exhale all the way out. Let your navel come in. One more time into the belly. Feel that expansion. Let the diaphragm press down. And then exhale, navel comes in. Good, now from here, let's cross the legs. You can bring whichever shin in you would like to first. And let's come into Supta Sukhasana. And now inhale into your belly, and then the rib cage also expands. And then exhale out. Inhale into your belly and your rib cage. And then exhale. Good, one more. Inhale, belly, rib cage. And then exhale all the way out. Let's switch the cross of the legs. Good, let the inner thighs open a little bit, and then let's inhale now to the belly, rib cage, and upper chest. And then exhale. Let's inhale belly, rib cage, and the upper chest. Lift the chest towards the throat, and then exhale. And good, and then again, inhale belly, rib cage, all the way up to the throat. Good, and then exhale. And now stretch your legs out. Good, reach your arms overhead, and now stretch through the heels and the arms and the spine. Lengthen. Good, release the arms down. And let's try that again. Inhale, reach back, crisscross the thumbs the other way. Reach back and stretch and lengthen. Good, and then exhale. Let's come down. Bend the knees. Now bring your feet into Baddha Konasana. And now I'd like for you to just bring your attention to the very base of your trunk. And sometimes the Muladhara is said to sit at the tip of the tailbone, that area. And even possibly down by, if in the women's body, at the cervix, right at the very top of the canal of the vagina, or we can say at the perineum, so the space that's between the genital organs and the anus. Sometimes also said to be around the anus. So just pick your spot, and let's just inhale and lift that pelvic floor. Exhale, release your pelvic floor. Good, and then again, inhale, lift your pelvic floor. Just bringing your attention to the area of the site of the Muladhara chakra. Exhale. Good, and inhale. One more, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the cervix up. And then exhale, let's release down. Good, let's do that again. Now inhale. And now bring your attention to the lower abdomen, and as you exhale, squeeze your lower abdomen in. And then squeeze your bandha, so the pelvic floor in. Good, and just release all that, and inhale. Lift the pelvic floor. And now exhale, squeeze the lower belly in as you release the pelvic floor. And you can squeeze it again at the end. So when at the end of the exhale. And then again, release the squeezing. Now inhale. And as you inhale, lift your pelvic floor. Good, and exhale, release it. And as you exhale, squeeze your lower abdomen in, and then hold your breath, and then squeeze your pelvic floor up. So you're feeling that connection between the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen. Okay, let's release. And now inhale, bring your attention to your abdomen now, right at the navel, at the
at the Manipura. So inhale, extend your belly. Here the fire element resides. Exhale. And then inhale into your navel. Expand, exhale. Good, one more. Inhale. Just bringing your attention to this part of this side of your body. And then exhale. And now bring your attention to the very center of your chest. So the heart chakra is actually at the center. It's not off to the side where the physical heart is. It represents in the very middle of the chest. And it's the size of your thumb, like a flame. And let's inhale, expand the heart center. Exhale, let it come in. Inhale, expand the heart center. Exhale. Notice the difference in the mood between the lower three chakras and transitioning to this chest area. And inhale again. And then exhale. Good, now just bring your attention to the throat. And you're going to create the ocean sound here. We'll just 3 breaths for the fifth chakra, the element of space. So inhale. Exhale out. Let your breath nourish and scrape around the throat. Inhale, create the sound of the ocean. Exhale, that internal ha. Good, inhale one more time. And then exhale. Okay, good. So we've sort of brought our awareness to those 5 sites. The 2 more sites we'll go into in the meditation later. So inhale, reach back now. Hold your elbows and crisscross your forearms. Open the armpits. Let your inner groins drop down. Scoop your tailbone. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, reach back. And then exhale, we're going to crisscross the forearms, hold the opposite elbows. Let's inhale one more time. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reach all the way back. And then exhale, release the arms down. Let's bring the knees together now. Come out of this pose. Lengthen the legs out. Good. Interlace your fingers at your heart. Now inhale at the air element. Exhale, turn the palms to the ceiling. And then inhale, reach the arms to the ceiling. Then drop your shoulders down. And then exhale, take your arms overhead. Keep extending through the chest and arching the back. Press through the heels. Squeeze the muscles of the legs. Inhale again. And then exhale. Let's release the arms all the way down. I'll do this one more time. Inhale. Interlock your fingers at the heart center, at the Anahata chakra. Inhale. Bring the hands to the heart. Exhale. Press the palms to the sky now. Squeeze the upper arm bones towards each other. And then inhale, press your hands to the ceiling. You're going to lift your shoulders away from the floor. And then exhale, drop your shoulders down. And you're at that inhale point. And now exhale, bring the arms overhead. Press your shoulder blades into your back. And then again, keep that lengthening through the feet, through the calf muscles, the hamstrings. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Opening the front of the chest. Feel that relief and expansion. Really focusing on the air element here, the representation of loving devotion at the heart. It's a sort of loving kindness, compassion, empathy, and equanimity and joy. Takes us beyond the functional, rudimentary survival aspects and brings us into what makes us, share with others and be in community, and really, mostly for our mental health, connecting to each other. Good. Okay, exhale. Let's release the arms all the way down. Let's bend the knees now, and then lift the hips up. Come and straighten out your back. And then exhale, let's release them down. Take your hands behind your head and let's lift the head up and let's bring our chest up, come off the blocks. Remove the blocks to the side. Cross your legs. And then from there, let's go ahead and gently fold the forward and down. Come into a counter pose. Good. So today's Wednesday. This is on this Mercury day, the middle of the week. Trying to create an evenness, a stability, balance, sort of equilibrium. All right, good. Let's come up and let's go ahead and sit into Vajrasana. And I'll go ahead and stay to the side today. Let's go ahead and practice 3 rounds of Kapalabhati. And we'll practice also in the Kumbhaka. So let's begin. Inhale and then exhale. Come to a comfortable spine and let's go ahead and begin pumping. Inhale. The noise canceling make a happen. So just try to stay with your pace. I'll count it. Exhale. Go with inhale. And then begin. That's 20. Keep going. $40. 60. 80. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your belly in, and then inhale, and exhale. Good, let's inhale again, and inhale comfortably, deep. Let's drop the chin down, hold the breath. Good, let's lift the chin and then slowly let it out. Exhale, long and smooth. Okay, let's do another one. Inhale. And then exhale all the way out. Good, another round of 108. Inhale. And then begin. $20. 40. 60. 80. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let your belly completely soften and have a nice reset breath. Let it go. Okay, let's hold the breath. Inhale. Relax the chin down a little bit. Let's hold.
Good, lift your chin and slowly take your time exhaling through your nose. Contract the throat a little bit so you slow it down. Good, one full long breath. And exhale. Okay, if you need to adjust your feet, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, stay where you are. And let's practice one more round. So inhale. And then begin. Twenty. 40. 60. 80. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish with a good pushing of the belly in. And then inhale through your nose. Exhale all the way out, extending your breath. And let's inhale where you're comfortable, where it's deep and comfortable. And then drop your chin down, hold your breath. Let's hold a little bit longer, possible. Just resting in the in-between state of the breath. Comfortably without stress. The inner body is relaxed, the organs are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Let's lift the chin now. Exhale slowly through your nose. Good, just inhale now. Exhale all the way out. Allow your heart rate and your breath to come a little bit to a normal pattern. Just a few more breaths. Okay, good. And then let's now transition to asana. We're just gonna, I wanna open up the legs on the back just before we come to standing, because we're gonna do some standing poses that are gonna be the same. So if you do have a belt, or if you need a belt, get that next to you. Let's lay down. Good, lie down for a second, feel the weight of the body on the floor. Good, then inhale, just raise your right leg up and then set it down. And then again, inhale, raise it up and then set it down. And then let's raise it up and then set it down. Go to the other leg. Inhale, raise it up and set it down. And let's raise it up and set it down. And then raise it up and then set it down. All right, if you need to sit on your hands, place your palms underneath your hips. And if you don't, just keep them to the side. And now inhale, raise both legs up and then set them down. And then raise both legs up and then set them down. And then raise both legs up again and then set them down.
Good. Now from here, maybe you can grab your belt and you're going to strap all the way up. Or you hold the big toe with the first two fingers of the right foot, of the right hand. Okay? Good. And then from here, keep your left hand on the top of your left hip. And you're going to inhale, open the right leg out, just come down, and then come up again. Okay, 1, and then again, 2, and then 3. Hold it. Breathe here, 3 rounds of breath. Come to that ujjayi, always constantly with your breath, the ujjayi pranayama. That helps lengthen the breath and slow it down. So that's really important in our classical yoga practice. We want the breath to be long and smooth and sustaining. Good. And then inhale. Let's bring the foot up, the leg up. And now inhale. Lift the head, neck, and trunk up. Stretch towards the leg, and then come down. And then do that again. Inhale, lift, and stretch. And then exhale. And then inhale again. Lift. Hold. 3, 2, and then 1. Good. Release down. Now you're going to take your left hand outside of the foot. You can hold the belt in the left hand and just place your right hand down, or place the right thumb on the inside of the right hip. Okay? So we're going to cross over. And now from here we're going to inhale and lower the leg to the left. You can bend the knee as well if that's more comfortable. Okay, and then let's come up. And then lower, cross it over. Good, and come up. And then let's lower. Good, and let's hold. Look over the right shoulder. And let's breathe. 3, 2, and then 1. And then inhale, let's rise up. Good, and then just bend the right knee, come to a lying down lunge position. Hold the foot. And let's cycle 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Good, and then just gently release the leg. From here, reach your arms overhead, interlace the fingers. Exhale, bring your navel in. Good, and then release the arms all the way down. And then inhale, raise your left leg up. Grab hold of the big toe or hold the foot with the belt. Good, straighten up through both legs. And then inhale, open the leg to the left. And then rise up again. And then again, open to the left. Good, and rise up again. And then open to the left. And you can look over your right shoulder. Let's hold the pose. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, rise up. Good, inhale, squeeze and lift. Come up, 1. Come up again, 2. And 3. Let's hold. 1, 2, and 3. Good, release. Now switch. Take your right hand outside of the foot, on the pinky toe side of the foot, or hold the belt with the right hand. Bring your left arm out or to the outside of the left hip. And now inhale. Take the left foot towards the right, left leg towards the right. Press your lower back forward, and then rise up again. Inhale, and then exhale, twist. And inhale, come up. And then exhale, let's twist. And let's hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, bend the left knee, come into the happy baby. Three, 2, and 1. Good, release. Legs together, inhale, reach the arms back again, interlace the fingers, turn your palms back. And then exhale, release the arms down. Sweep your knees into your chest. Now give yourself a hug. We're going to take Jatara Parivartanasana, and we're going to do 2 variations. So bring your arms out to the sides. Move my mat back a little bit. You guys can see me. Okay, now from here, we're going to lift the hips up, roll to the outside of the right hip, and then bring your knees over towards your right leg, and then come up to center. And then roll again to the right. You can hover or lower the knees all the way down, and then come up, and then roll again. And let's hold the pose now. Hover your legs up, press your lower back forward. 3, 2, and 1. Good, inhale, come up. And now take a little skip and come into the outside of the left hips. And then inhale, roll to the left. Notice my knees are together, my thighs are together, and my ankles are together. And then come up. Inhale, exhale, lower. And come up. And then inhale and exhale, lower. Now let's hover, stay there. 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, rise up. And then even out through the lower back, and you can kind of roll side to side and massage the entire lower back. Let's loosen up the connective tissue there a little bit. Again, repeat. Now, we're going to do with the legs straight. If you'd like to keep the legs bent, you can definitely do that. Otherwise, we'll do the variation with the legs straight. So here, the key is to have your legs, if you can, like right over the eyes. So the hamstrings need to be a little bit open to do that. So do your best, and you can do a micro bend as well if that'll work. Okay, and then from there, we're going to lift up. Come onto the outside of the right hip like we just did. Good, and then we're going to lower the legs to the right hand. Okay, and then let's come up again. 1, good, lower again. Come up for 2. Good, squeeze the outer hips, lower down. Place the feet into the cup of the right hand. And now let's hold. Stay there and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Press your inner arches away. Big toe mound away. Good. And just massage the Anahata Chakra and the Manipura. So the heart, chest is twisting. The navel is twisting. Even down to the sacral plexus. All right. Inhale. Squeeze the outer hips together. Lift Mula Bandha. And bring the leg up. They feel so heavy, don't they? And then let's go ahead and switch. Come to the outside of the left hip now. And again, remember, you can practice with the bent knees. No big deal. Let's inhale. Bring the feet closer over the head and begin to turn. Come down towards the left hand. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, rise up. This is my weaker side. Exhale, let's lower. Bring the feet to the hand if possible. Good. And from there, let's turn, twist, look over your right shoulder. Again, press the inner feet away. And then from there, let's prepare to come up. Maybe bend the knees. This is my weaker side. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. Inhale and rise up. Good. And then bring the knees into the chest. And then again, massage the lower back a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and roll up. Come onto your hands and knees. And let's stretch into child pose. Just come down, lengthen. All right, so from here, let's pick the hips up. Let's come into downward facing dog. Let's stretch back, walk it out. And so due to the heat today, you can avoid chaturanga, or if you'd like to practice it, you're more than welcome to. But we won't do classical sun salutations. We don't need to build too much heat right now at the time that we're practicing. All right, so from here, let's step the right foot up. Let's rise up, warrior two. Good, inhale, exhale, come into triangle pose. Come into Utthita Parshva extended side angle pose. Good, and then step up, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, release left hand down. Turn and come into either warrior three, so the hands can lift, or you can just practice a standing split, whatever your energy feels today. Good, and then from there, you're going to raise the right arm up and come into a twist of Ardha Chandrasana. And then exhale, step all the way back. And you can rest your left heel down, keep your right arm down, and twist in Padrita Parshva. And then inhale. And then exhale, straighten out your right leg. Step your back foot in a little bit. And come into, whoop, Parivrita Parshva. Good, release the right hand down, look up, everybody. Exhale, fold up your right leg. And then look forward, bend your right knee, and come up, warrior one. Good, and then exhale, just release the hands to the floor, and step back to downward facing dog. Good, let's set the left foot up. And let's rise up into warrior two. And then inhale, straighten the left leg, come into triangle pose. Pressurize the back foot down. And then inhale, and then exhale, bend the left knee, and come into Utthita Parshva. Inhale, take a little slight step forward. Come into Ardha Chandrasana. Strong legs, balance, stay calm and smooth breath. Good, and then exhale, just release the right hand down, square out your hips. And you can either come into warrior three, or just come into a gentle standing splits. And then from here, keeping your right hand down, begin to turn your left arm up. Come into Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. So come into a revolved or Parshva. Good, let's look down, take a nice giant step back. Keep your right hand on the inside of the left foot, and then twist again. Good, then from here, inhale. You might need to step your back foot in a little bit, and then straighten out your left leg. Good, and come to the twisted triangle. Lengthen the left hip back. Good, and then exhale, release the left hand down. Look up halfway, everybody, and exhale, fold. Press down on the left big toe. Good, and from there we're going to step the right foot back a little bit. Bend your left knee, and then inhale, rise up into warrior one. Good, and exhale, let's release down and step back to downward dog. If you'd like to move through chaturanga, you can. Otherwise, if you want to stay cool, you avoid it. Good, let's set the right foot up again. Rise up, warrior two again. Good, reach your left hand back behind you and wrap it around the right thigh. And then reach the right arm up and back. And now straighten out your right leg. And then exhale, come to triangle pose, reach out, pause halfway down. Good, right hip back. And then release the right hand down to the ankle or your block. And then release your left arm up. Good. Inhale, let's look down, step your left foot in, walk up, come into balance. And then this time you can bend your left knee, come into chapasana, if that's part of your practice today. Okay, good, let's release. Release the left hand down. Walk your hands back to the foot and come into a deeper standing split. And if you can, take the left hand behind the right ankle. Good, then release the left hand to the outside of the left foot and then step back. This time, wrap the left hand outside of the right foot if that's possible. Otherwise, you can keep it on the inside. And then turn and twist again. Right arm up. Inhale. And then exhale. Straighten out the right leg and come into Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Parvartanasana. Okay, release the right hand down, look up, and then exhale, fold down, walk your hands back towards the back leg, and stretch. Good, then walk your hands forward again. Bend your right knee, rise up, warrior one. Good, now interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the ceiling. Good, straighten out your right leg, inhale, arch back. And then exhale, release the arms out in front and bend your knee. Again, inhale, reach up, straighten your right leg, arch back, and exhale. Bend and swing your arms. Good, and one more time. Inhale, reach up, straighten your right leg, arch back, square out your chest, and then exhale, come through. 3, 2, and then 1. Reach your arms up, keep the right knee bent, and now from exhale, release down, and step back to down dog. Good, step your left foot up. Let's do the other side. Inhale, windmill, right arm up, come into warrior two. Good, wrap your right hand back, reach the left arm up, come into reverse. Straighten out the left leg, inhale. Let's reach out to the left leg, come down, and release the right arm, come into triangle pose. Turn your chest, lean back, lengthen the lower back. Good, let's look down. Prepare to step forward into Ardha Chandrasana, step up. And either stay here or slowly move into Chapasana. Pressurize the right foot into the right hand. Good, let's release, come back into Ardha Chandrasana. Release the right hand down, square out your hips. And let's go ahead and look up and then come down, and let's release into the standing splits. Taking your left hand to the outside of the foot, take your right hand behind the ankle. Stay with the Ujjayi breath. Good, take your right hand down and then step all the way back. Bend your left knee. Good, and take your right hand now maybe outside of the foot. Reach your left arm up and come to Parivrtta. Good, let's release the left hand to the floor. Take your right hand out on the big toe side of the left foot and stretch your left leg. Fold, spill down like a waterfall. Align your heels. And then gently stretch back. Maybe bringing your palms, your fingertips back towards the back leg. Good, let's walk the hands forward. Let's slowly bend the left knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Interlace your fingers. Good. From here, straighten your left leg. Inhale, arch back, and then exhale, bend it, and sweep your arms forward. Good, again, inhale, come up, straighten your left knee. Lift up and arch back. And then exhale. Bend and bring the arms forward. Good, one more. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, sweep your arms forward. Let's hold here. 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, keep the knee bent. Interlace the fingers though. Reach and arch back. And then exhale, squeeze your belly. Bring the hands to the floor. And step back to down dog. Good, and from here we're going to bend the knees. Let's jump the feet forward. Good, come down into a squat, Malasana, and then stretch down, Uttanasana. From here we're going to separate the feet hip distance, look forward. And then from here, you're going to take your right arm and you're going to bring it in between your legs. And you're going to bind back with the right hand, outside the right hip. Reach your left arm up and around. And hold your left wrist. Okay, then from there, you're going to bend your right knee and try to straighten out your left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Good, like slight twist. And then from there, begin to straighten your right leg a little bit, here and there. Good, one more breath. And then exhale, let's release. Good, inhale, just look up halfway. Exhale, fold, wave your left arm inside between your legs. Reach back and then hook, grab your right wrist. Good, and then look over your right shoulder. Good, Good. And then from there, let's gently unwind and then release. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold down. And now bring your feet together if you can. And you're going to hold the back of the heels with the hands and bring your elbows behind your calf muscles. If you need to bend the knees, bend them. Squeeze in, lift your navel. Okay, good. From there, let's bring the hands to the waist. Let's rise all the way up, come up, and let's come to standing. Come to Samastitihi. Good, just cycle 3 breaths. Okay, let's come to eagle pose. We're going to bring the arms out to the side. Take your right elbow under your left. Okay. From here, we're going to bend the knees like Utkatasana. Take your right knee on top of your left and wrap the right foot behind the left calf muscle. Good, then from there we're going to come up and we're going to stretch forward, come into warrior 3 with the arms to the side if that's comfortable. Good, then from there come up and now bend the right knee and grab hold of the big toe of the right foot. Bring your left hand to the waist. Inhale, stretch your right leg forward. And exhale, open your right leg to the side. Squeeze your hips. Good, let's come back to center. Now from here, bend your right knee, take your left hand outside of your right foot, stretch your right arm back, and then stretch your right leg out. Good, and then gently release, and then fold all the way down and come back into that standing split. And then from there, just step back to plank position and lower to the floor. Good. Come into Sphinx position. Lift your chest. Press your shoulders into your back. Strong legs. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release the chest down. Bend your knees. Grab hold of the ankles. And from here, let's come up. Dhanurasana. Good. And then lower. And then come up again. For number 2. And then lower. And then come up again. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's release down. Release the legs. Take the hands to the outside of the chest. And then inhale. Let's rise up. Come up into upward dog. And come into downward dog. Good. Pause here in 3 breaths. Good. Come high on the tippy toes, bend the knees. Jump your feet to your hands. Come into a squat. And then inhale, straighten your knees. Fold in Uttanasana. And then again, now take the hands behind you, hold the elbows behind the knees, and hug in. Good, let's release the hands to the waist now, and let's rise all the way up. Good, come to Samasthiti. Let's inhale, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, take your left elbow under the right. So come into eagle. Bend the knees, take the left knee on top of the right, and then wrap the foot around the right calf. Good, then from here, let's inhale, let's rise up, unwind, bring your arms out to the side, and come halfway down, and come to warrior three. Good, and then inhale, stay balanced, rise up, bend the left knee, grab hold of the big toe, and then exhale, come to Utthita Padangusthasana. Inhale, open the leg to the left. Keep your gaze pretty fixed. And then exhale, come back to center. Now lightly bend your left knee, take your right hand to the pinky side of the foot, reach your left arm back, and then stretch the left leg out. You can use support of the wall too. My balance is a little sketchy today. Good, then just release the leg and then fold all the way down. Again, come to that standing split. And then take a giant step back. And then come to plank, lower all the way down again to the floor. Keep your hands back, but the forearms on the floor. We're going to come to a modified cobra. So the elbows go back a little bit, and then inhale, let's rise up. Squeeze the muscles of the back. And then exhale, come down. Let's inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, let's rise up. Good, hold here. 3, 2, 1. Good, let's release. Take your hands back, and then again now inhale, lengthen the lower back, coil, rise up. Curl your toes, and let's lift up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, let's jump the feet to the hands, come into a squat. Inhale, come to Uttanasana, fold down. This time rise up. Bring the arms up high. Inhale, take your left arm back behind you. Come to Gomukhasana, bend the right elbow. Good, inhale, we're going to arch back. Press the hips forward, exhale, come and fold Uttanasana. Good, inhale, lead with that right elbow. And from here, step your right leg back, align the heels, straighten both legs. Parsvottanasana, inhale, exhale, drive that right elbow towards the left leg, come down, and then up again. Stabilize your outer hips, exhale, fold. Again, rise up. And then let's go ahead and stabilize and hold. Stay in the pose. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Good. And then exhale, step your right foot up. Inhale. And then exhale, let's release. Take the right arm behind you, left arm up. Come into Gomukhasana. Lift the left arm high along the side of the ears. Inhale, arch back. Press the hips forward. Exhale, come down, Uttanasana in Gomukhasana. Good, spill down, lengthen through the upper chest. Navel is coming in. Good, inhale, leave that left elbow, rise up. Exhale. Good, then from here, step your left leg back. Square out the hips, align the heels. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, drive that left elbow towards the right leg. And then rise up. Good, exhale, fold. And then rise up. Again, pressurizing the feet apart from one another, especially press down to that left heel. Inhale and exhale, let's lower down. Three, 2, 1. Inhale, let's rise up. Good, and then exhale, step your left foot up. Inhale here. And then exhale, let's go ahead and unwind. Good, bring the arms up into Urdhva Baddha. Inhale and exhale, bend to your right. Good, come up, bend to your left. Lengthen your lower back, inhale up, come to the right again. And up to the left. And then again, inhale to the right. Let's hold here. 3, squeeze your legs together. 2, 1, inhale, rise up. And then exhale towards the left. Let's hold. 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the arms down. Good, just pause here, breathe, Samastiti. We're going to move into the dancing Shiva pose. Good, last few poses. Now from here we're going to first start out with our hands at the waist. And your right foot is kind of like a pony that is going to start running. And then go ahead and take your right leg back and grab the foot with your right hand. Good. Now squeeze your hips together, raise your left arm up, knees together, and then exhale, bend your left knee and begin to slowly pitch forward, pressing your right leg up and the right foot into the right hand. Good. 3, 2, and then 1. Good. Let's rise up. Windmill the left arm back, release the right arm down. Good, and shake out the standing leg. Let's try the other side. Find your gaze 5 feet, 3 meters, something like that ahead, and then scoop your left leg back, reach back, and grab the foot. You can go to the inner arch or the outer foot, whatever feels better. Bend your right knee, bring your right arm forward, and then exhale. Start to pitch forward. Lift the left leg up. Good. And then from there, let's slowly release. Windmill your right arm back. Good. Inhale. Bend your knees. Come to Utkatasana. And then exhale, Uttanasana. Fold down. Inhale, let's look up. Exhale, jumper step back to downward facing dog. Good, then from there, bend your knees, jump your feet forward, bring your hands back, and then stretch your legs out to seated. Good, from here, take your feet back, crisscross the feet so that the right foot is in flexion and the top foot is in extension, so a little cross. So take your left ankle is on top of your right foot. Yeah, you got to be the other way, exactly. Okay, good. And let's turn to the right. And I'll show you from front on. Bharadvajasana. If you can take your right hand back and turn your left palm out and scoop it outside of the knee. Look over your right shoulder. Good. And then let's release. And then just swing your legs over to the other side. And again, you're going to create that little cross of the stacking of the feet. And then inhale, wrap your left arm back around your right hip. Take your right hand outside of the left knee. Turn the palm out. And then twist, look up. Good, let's exhale and let's release. Let's go ahead and gently unwind now. Good, slowly we're going to roll down, bring knees into the chest, bring your hands behind your hips, and take your feet overhead. Climb onto the top of the shoulders. Take your shirt down, hold your lower back. Good, then from here, bring one leg up. Come to Ekapada, Sarvangasana. Good, and then release that leg down. And take the other leg up. Good, release it down. Now come higher up on the rib cage. Now from here, bend both knees and bring both feet up. And come up, shoulder stand. Good, we won't hold too long, just a little bit. Plug the chin to the throat. Lengthen your shoulders away from your ears. Good, then from there, we're going to slowly lower the legs overhead. Either hold your back, or if you're comfortable, bring your hands to your toes. Step on your fingers. Lift your outer hips up and squeeze them together. Good, and then exhale, slowly lower down. Bend the knees if that feels good. Good. Then from here, come onto your elbows and lift your chest. Take your head back, open your throat, and come to fish pose. Lengthen your legs out. Like open the front of the throat and close the back of the neck, counter posing. Good, and then exhale, just release the head down, and now come to Shavasana. You can put blocks under your knees if you'd like.
Okay, so we'll just close our practice with chanting the sounds of the chakras. So we will come to the root chakra, and the sound of the root chakra is lam. Okay, so let's inhale. Visualize the base of your spine, and the sound is lam. So we'll chant lam, like the humming bee breath. Inhale, lam. Good, one more. Lam. Good, now move up towards the lower abdomen, the Svadhyaya chakra. The sound here is vam with a V. Good, so just bring your attention to this area of the body, and let's chant vam 3 times. Inhale, vam, vam. Now move your attention to your navel center now. The seed syllable here is ram, R-A-M. Focus your mind at the navel center, and let's inhale. Ram, ram, ram. Good, just feel into those 3 tones, those 3 sounds. Good, now we'll make that jump and transition to the more subtle aspects in the heart center. And this is the side of the air element, and the sound is yum. So let's chant 3 times. Inhale, yum, yum, yum. But now bringing your attention up a little higher to the throat center at the Vishuddha chakra, space element. The sound here is hum, H-A-M. Inhale, hum, hum, hum. Good, just feeling the vibration in the throat. And now going up a little further again, now moving out of the realm of the 5 senses and the 5 elements. We're moving now towards the space between the eyebrows, Ajna chakra. Your eyes can gaze upward. The sound here we're going to chant is kasham, K-S-H-M. Inhale, kasham, kasham, kasham. Good, bring your awareness to our final destination at the top of the head, the crown chakra. And the sound here is Om. Let's chant 3 Oms, and then I'll chant the closing mantra. Inhale, Om. Om. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good. Just allow yourself to reside for one moment in the realm of the cleansing of the chakras, and then continue practice.